Here we have this new bottom of the deck. It's the Ace of Wands in the reversed. I'm feeling up again this High Priestess wants the King of Wands attention, but doesn't show anything. Not any mimic in the face. Not with a word that they want this person's attention. Okay, and the old bottom of the deck, Two of Cups in the reversed. I'm feeling like someone is putting a lot of effort into a relationship without like even the other person knowing, or thinking about them every day, but not making it known that this other person is so important part of their life. Okay, so this is what's on your mind, with the person most on your mind, and this is the situation with said person. This is what's on their mind with you. Here is your feelings for them, the bond between you two, their feelings for you, your behaviors and attitudes, outcome for December, and their behaviors and attitudes. So we start with the situation, and we have a Three of Cups here. So Three of Cups is a beautiful card. It's the kind of people that it's so easy to hang around with. It's so easy to be with them. They are our soul family. It's our friends. It's the people that can understand you without you having to say a word. So I'm starting to thinking that High Priestess there with the Queen of Cups in the reversed might be Cancer, wanting someone to be able to read your mind. Okay, so this is what's on your mind, with the person most on your mind. Chariot in the reversed. So I'm thinking like this. I think you're in love with someone and you don't believe that they love you back. You have seen signs of this. You have seen like all the evidence is pretty clear. This person doesn't care for you, but you feel like a certain closeness with this person. You feel like everything was so simple being with them. They just made your life happy just by being there, just by showing up, by just being at your side. But you, for some reason, you couldn't have them. I don't know why. And here we have the Chariot in the reverse. It's you trying to move on from this person, but not being able to. You still feel like they are your person, while they might be out, partying or having other dates or falling in love with someone else. And that even more encourages you that you need to move on. I need to move on. I need to move on. Why can't I move on? So this is what's on their mind with you. And we have the High Priestess. So they seem like they know this about you. They can feel you. Like even if you're miles apart, they can feel that you want them. But they also feel like you are so hard to get, or you have put like firm boundaries that you don't want them to contact you, that you have your dignity now. You're not going to waste any more time on them. So they got the message. Okay, they got the message. And this is the bond between you two. It's Two of Coins. It's like stretching thin here. It's like a rubber band. Neither of you are putting any real effort into this situation, but it's also, I guess, because you told them, like you went into the hermit crab mode and went into your temple, closed the door and said no visitors please. So 2-2. We also had the two of Cups. So it's very difficult when we want someone, but they did something that we can't forgive or we can't forget. And we fear probably that they will do this thing like endlessly towards us again. So it's no point in trying anew. So difficult. Okay, this is your emotions. And we have the Fool in the reversed. Again, I'm feeling you would want to find someone new, but there's no one good enough, or no one is, sparking your interest. So you definitely feel like the best thing, the proudest thing would be to, get a move on and find someone new. But it feels like you're not particularly engaged in that. You almost want, if there's going to be a new situation that makes you forget about the old situation, it kind of needs to land in your lap. and the universe needs to persuade you that this person is better than this other person. So who would bother? I don't know. Maybe it's not the time for you, even if you would want that for the sake of your pride and dignity. So this is their feelings, and we have a 10 of Cups in the reverse. They feel like you are not letting them in, and it's almost like you, from their point of view, you're choosing to not understand them. You're choosing to see the worst in the situation all the time, or you're choosing to misunderstand them or not hear what they have to say, or just condemn them as what they have to say is awful, and you're not going to dignify that with, anything. So I get the sense that they would want to be closer to you, but that you make it impossible because what they offer might not be able to live up to your expectations. Something like that. Okay. And this is your behaviors and attitudes. So 8 of coins. It seems like you're continuing working on this relationship, but you're not letting them know that you're constantly, thinking about them, thinking about that problem that you had, or the vacation last summer, or the thing that went bad, or how they said things and how you reacted to that. It's like playing over and over again. So you are kind of processing, I guess, the relationship inside yourself. So you're still in it, unable to move on, and not wanting to engage with this person either. But sometimes we have these periods in our life where we can't move on until we have. It's like when a crocodile has, eaten a gazelle or something. It might need to, just lay in the waters and digest it for a while before it can be all swimming around again. Or if this is a big boa constrictor, it will be like a big lump on the middle of the snake, and it might take a while before we can digest it and linger on. Okay, so this is this person's behaviors and attitudes. 5 of Swords. So they wish to end the fight, or they wish to talk this through with you, or they wish you to be able to communicate about this and come to some kind of compromise, but they are not going to be the one reaching out. They also have their pride, and they feel anyway that they will be shot down if they try to. So they're basically just waiting for you to come out of your hermit crab mood. Okay, this is the outcome for December, and we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Storm. Okay, so the karma in this situation isn't over, and there's still, at least from this person's view, it's emotions. I think you have some emotions too, but you're mostly resentful towards them. Okay, so I will see. The Brutally Honest Oracle cards. What would they tell you if they dare to tell you the truth? I don't feel worthy of love. I feel you even when we're miles apart. And the issue that you have had, they say, I was acting from my ego. For me, money is important. So I think they did something that hurt you a great deal. But they have other values in their life. There are other things that they value that they still want. Trying to understand what this can be. Let's say like this. They did something that was not nice, but they are not thinking much of it because they still feel like they are good people. That could be one thing. Or let's say that they have a job that rips you apart, so they need to work somewhere else far away from you, and they still want that job, even if it's like selfish and ripping you apart and making you feel abandoned. Or it can be that someone refuses to leave like their family, or be disloyal towards their family, to step into their new relationship with their romantic partner. I'm seeing so many things. I'm definitely feeling like legacy is important, like a person wants to keep what they had, like either the idea of themselves as good people, and they don't want to, like, even if you have issues with them, they don't want that to be your whole story about them. They want to that you could see other sides with them, and that there's reasons to why you love them, and you could, put more effort into that. So it's almost like they don't want to admit to being wrong. It's not that they can't say that they are wrong, but they don't want to give. It's like they don't want to give the dog a bone, because then it will come with this bone again and again and again, and make it all about the relationship. That, oh, do you remember this bone? Do you see this bone? You did me like this. You see the bone here? So that's what I'm feeling here. That they don't want to. If you have a big problem with them, you can say so, but they might not take full responsibility for it, because they feel like it becomes your whole world. So that's the best I can do with that energy. Okay, so seeing your side to this then. I used you as supply. I was scared of being used. I think you are scared that this person was like a narcissistic abuser or womanizer, or someone like a wife being unfaithful to their husband and with you. And that it was like a dirty game or some sort, is what I'm getting here. But I used you as supply. Actually getting back the thoughts of the dog with the bone there. So maybe you are using them as a scapegoat, or you're blaming them for things and you can't let it go because it's so important for you to have someone to blame, and that you're a little bit stuck there. So you can look at that as well. It doesn't have to be the whole story. I tried, I'm sorry, love you more than words can say. With the constellation of cards that we have had, I don't think you were the most calm person in the relationship. You might have been like, drama queen a little bit. And but maybe you're so full of emotion, and your solution was to become the high priestess, hermit crab here. So you tried to be with them and have like an adult back and forth, but you weren't able to, because you weren't able to contain your emotions, and therefore you had to withdraw and like kind of end the relationship altogether, or not talk about this issue at all, or not solve it. I never felt safe loving you. And this is some deep underlying question here. Am I worth loving? Am I worth loving at all? Am I important? Is the thing I say important? Am I important to you? Do you even need me in your life? So this is like basic issues that you have that stems back to your own sense of worthiness. Is what I'm getting here. And so this with escaping is a little bit like a band-aid. It's not really solving the real issue. I will see their intentions here. Self-indulgence, mask, clock. I'm actually just seeing them talking about you, that you need to focus on self-worth, shadow works, heal, and self-appreciation. And that you are hiding behind the mask. You don't want to share your true emotions. And that when you do, you get like this dog with the bone here, clock. So I'm just seeing their intention is to give you time to heal and get to the point where you can discuss this with them without the blame game, without them having to, take the dog's head and say, okay, so I'm a worthless person. I did you wrong and I can never repent myself. Because they don't want to say that. They don't want to sell themselves off short. So this is your intentions. Wedding ring and the Grim Reaper. You love them more than words can say. But you want it to be over. We see this with all these cards. But you seem unable to. And I'm thinking it's just an escape from the real issue. Which is this, why do you need the other person to take the blame here? What is it that I understand that you need this, and I can understand why one need this, but you need to figure out the reasons for yourself, and also the reasons to why you never feel safe loving anyone, why you always feel like you're going to be abandoned. Look at that, because that's the most important thing. This the whole constellation here is just bringing up the wound to the surface so it can be healed. Widower. Okay, I just took the card on top. I don't know why I did that, but I won't see a clarification for the outcome here with the Wheel of Fortune. Pleasure seekers. It seems like this person feels like they have a vacation from you at this point in time, and that they can, you know, be on a surface level. They don't have to go deep into the situation or solve anything. Like, they just want to be happy. They don't want to be rubbed the face with the problems. If you want to carry around the problem and see, here is my problem, this is my problem, you haven't solved my problem, then it's up to you, they say. But they want to be happy, carefree. I don't think neither of you are wrong, but neither of you are right either. Try to understand what to do here. It's I think you need to be more self-assured. And if you are more self-assured, you don't need this person to, you know, cut off their leg and give it to you or their head, like the dog with a bone thing. You just say that this is how you did me and it was awful, and I really think you did the wrong thing. And they can say, okay, I appreciate you telling me, and I can agree, or they disagree, or whatever. You still love you. You still respect you. If you didn't want to be treated like that, you just see to that people are not allowed to treat you like that in the future. You don't have to be the dog with a bone. Why you are the dog with a bone is like you want other people to dignify you, and that's not necessary, because you can dignify yourself. You're good enough, okay? So they don't have to constantly tell you that I was wrong, I shouldn't have done that. They can actually just say it once or don't say it at all, and you just know it anyway, because you know that I will never let someone treat me like that again. And now I've learned. So you're not taking it as, oh, they were so awful that they did me like this and I'm the victim, because you don't want to be a victim. You want to be the hero of your own story. And that's what the High Priestess is trying for here. But she's forgetting about the standing up for myself part. And, you know, voicing my concerns part. Okay. So, see some advice for you. Groove. 21. Cat. Sitting in a comfortable position. In a beautiful, natural environment. But still human-made. Okay. I next, the goddess of night, invite you to my groove to heal your wounds and mend your heart. Sorry. So, back to business. Now is the time to apologize to anyone you have harmed, make your friendship whole again, and choose healing over anger and pain. Choosing my beautiful groove is a powerful sign that you are at a wondrous and strong time in your life. Show compassion and kindness to others. No one is perfect, yet imperfection is perfect as it is. If you are hurting, know that it will pass and that I watch over you. If someone you love is hurting, take this time to be there for this person. The sacred groove heals all aches and pains, especially a heart that has been wounded. Okay. So these pleasure seekers, it has come for a lot of the signs. And since it kind of correlates with this, I'm feeling this is like an irresponsible energy. But here it feels more like we're celebrating each other. But here it's almost like people, you know, getting too drunk, playing stupid games, taking risks, not caring for consequences. So maybe this is in the close proximity to what has been hurting you as well, that you wanted this, but this person displayed this, like you wanted loyalty and like a blood bond almost between people, like this true friendship or sisterhood or brotherhood, but they are more, it's almost like a tribe consciousness, that we are close to ourselves, but we can, you know, hurt and joke and make fun of other people. So I don't know exactly what's going on, but I definitely feel like you're hurting over some kind of disloyalty, some kind of thing where they think it's just a joke, or they don't understand that you can't take it light, or it's not lighthearted and fun for you. But I definitely feel like some kind of compromise needs to be made here. And sometimes the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. These people might have, perfectly good fun and being totally nice and well behaved and really just having a good night out. And you are seeing them as potential risk takers that will, wreck yours and theirs future forever by, being unfaithful or whatever. So it's a trust issue as well, or maybe a generalization, or not being able to see the good in another person and just wait for the other shoe to drop or for them to do something negative. So we always expect this negative thing out of them, and they just try to, be normal friends with their friends and do normal stuff, and it's being happy, and you see a risk with that. Okay, but what can we take from this? It seems like you could have a chance of mending a situation. Try to talk about the situation again, and listen to the other person. Don't be so angry with them. Don't judge them so harshly. Listen a little bit more. Also tell why you are angry and resentful and judgy, but try to also listen, because I think you are talking towards all the people that have hurt you always, and this person is in the line of fire, so they are getting the blame for all of the things that you have felt.